Mr. Toastmaster, fellow members, and especially Vicky. Vicky, I got lost in the beginning. You started by talking about relationships and finding the right man and or finding the right woman. And you went down and you gave us the 4 points that you thought were important in that journey, trying to discover who that person is. And as you went through, and you got down to all of them, then after you did the 4th one, you came back, because you just only introduced the title itself, and then you came back, you started talking about real estate. And I'm saying, what is this? Is this a speech about real estate, or is it a speech about relationship? And from that point on, I was just really kind of confused, because again, as you went through each of your points, you swapped between the relationship and the real estate, purchasing a real estate. Now I think that's okay, but I would like to suggest that you do maybe make a change here. You should have introduced maybe the relationship. You're going to compare the relationship situation with the purchase of a house. And then it would have made more sense, that transition would have helped me as the evaluator better understand where we were going. I noticed that as you went through your story, you had some pauses, and some of the pauses were relatively long, which stopped your rhythm of your presentation. And I think the rhythm, keeping the rhythm going in your presentation for the time that you were up here was very, very important, and that was a little lost by the fact that you paused. I don't know if you lost your place or what, but that was something that came to the forefront. Now, of course, you could have also said, well, I'm going to talk to you about the real estate and then use the relationship as an example, because I think what you had 2 stories going on, and they just weren't really connected. You also then introduced the mountain bike, and I didn't understand where that came in. Yes, you did make a relationship with that and the buying of the house, but then there was nothing about the relationship. So I just walked away very, very lost in this. So I also noticed that during your presentation you would use your hands for expression, and then you would grasp your hands. Mostly while you were waiting, your hands were right here. So when you have a presentation like this, use your hands and try to keep them going as much as possible. And if you are not using them, put them down to the side or hang them to the side or something like that. So I think it has a lot of the elements of a good presentation, but if you just change the things around and emphasize either the real estate and using the relationship as an example, or use the relationship as the main topic and use the real estate as the backup or a comparison, then I think that your speech would all come together in a much better way. Look forward to your next speech.